welcome to Simplify TV. I'm David McBee. Our guest today is Stefan Jacob, who is a strategist at the Martin Agency, which has the honor of being recognized as a 3-time Agency of the Year. Stefan works on campaigns for Buffalo Wild Wings, Virginia Tourism, you know that one as Virginia is for Lovers, Santander Bank, and more. Stefan graduated from VCU Brand Center, the #1 master's program for advertising and branding in the country, according to Creativity Magazine. He's a sports lover, a people lover, and a technology lover who spends most of his time staying up to date with culture, coming up with ideas, helping brands with strategic plans, and creating content. Stefan, thanks for joining us on Simplify TV.
No problem. Thank you, David.
Of course. Thank you for being here. All right, I want to start by asking you what you think is the most effective media in 2023.
It depends for what the goal is for the client, because some clients' goal is just to get it talked about by their internal teams. Like they don't really care. Like I've seen some stuff that isn't that interesting, but the clients liked it, so it made them happy. Like that doesn't mean that it wasn't successful just because, I mean, if the goal of it is to make the client happy, then that's okay. Like if they just want a really pretty looking billboard that gets them excited, then that's a win. But for me, I think social media is the biggest opportunity that is just slept on, and I don't understand how, because it's literally right in front of our eyes today.
But what do you say to the person who says social media is oversaturated? Like there's so much advertising going on there. People are sick of seeing it.
I don't know, because I think more people are on their phones more. I don't think the data says that people are, like, there are people that have ad blockers, but I don't think an ad necessarily just needs to be a paid thing. Like it can be something that, like I mentioned earlier, that is interesting. Like, what are you making that is interesting? I think people are thinking of ad as too executional. Like we're creating this 60-second. An ad can literally be a, if Oreo wants to open a building in the desert because it gets people's attention, that's an ad. Like it doesn't have, it can be whatever it wants to be. But I think social media is still super slept on, and it will be until it's not.
So what is your advice to other agencies who are trying to push more social media, or clients that you think are sleeping on it, as you like to say?
It's hard because the people that run the business are not native social first. Like they didn't grow up where social media was like in their culture. But that's the problem, is who are we making things for? Are we making things for our audience, or are we making things for the people in the building who run the brand? So I think we get shot. Even Super Bowl commercials, well, that was a big debate this year. You know, one commercial was like Blue Moon and it was like another beer brand and another beer brand, and they're all owned by the same um, company, like holding company. But regular people wouldn't really get that at first. Like it's something that the internal team obviously all knows. Like we own all 3 of these beers, so we're going to put them all in a commercial. Whereas like regular people that have said it's just like, oh, it's just 3 different beers in the ad. Like they don't know. Like there's like insider baseball that people who are behind the brand expect consumers to understand, but that's not necessarily true.
Interesting. What innovations in marketing are you most excited about?
Anything that helps me create as easy as possible, because I think there's a big friction behind creating. You know, everyone sees there's so much transitions and all these filters, and you have to, like, everything has to be perfect, quote unquote, is before people even post anything. And I think whatever helps me post the easiest, whether it's just words, images, if I can edit something in an app quickly, just the easiest way to create, I think is kind of interesting to me.
So are you leveraging this new AI?
I'm definitely leveraging AI. That's like huge.
So run me through an example of how you might use AI.
I used AI to type in your company's name and ask it, tell me about this company like a child would understand it. And then I pretty much talked about my background and like what are some conversations we could talk about. So I did do that before this call, like right in this call.
Oh, you use Chat GPT to check out Simplify and learn a little bit about us?
I did.
Oh, all right. And based on our previous conversation before we started recording, how close was Chat GPT to what we do?
You guys use advanced targeting technology to display ads to the right people at the right time across various devices, channels, mobile, desktop, and more. You help businesses achieve better results with their advertising campaigns by making them more efficient and effective. So that's a check.
Okay, stop. You're turning this into a Simplify commercial. We don't want that. That's hilarious.
So it just helps me understand, like, without reading the whole page in the 2 sentences, I can get a quick, because time is like the biggest thing. Anything that can help me do something. That's why people order food to go. It's why there's DoorDash. There's why there's the internet. Like, you can find the quicker. We're just people of convenience, which is kind of crazy to say. You fly, like, we used to ride things on horses, but we're not. Like, things evolve and change. So
You've had a little bit of a theme as we've talked. You're really into speed and efficiency. Am I understanding that correctly?
I think so. I don't know if it's because, maybe it's because I'm an athlete and like I like to, like, compete and just, I'm always have like this little competitiveness in me. So I'm always looking for the best way to do things. And yeah, it has to be the right way. Like, I'm not gonna like go the wrong way of doing it. But if there's anything that I can use, whether it's a book, like if I'm gonna watch anything helpful that's useful to my toolkit, I'm gonna add it for sure. Whether it's learning design or taking a new class, getting my master's, like whatever it is that I can get ahead, I will try to do that.
It's interesting that you brought up books because that's usually how I end most of my interviews. So I'll ask you, is there a book that you feel has had a big impact on your success that you'd like to share with our viewers?
There's a bunch. Truth, Lies, and Advertising is probably one that comes up. I think that's a really interesting book when it comes to marketing and advertising. Hey Whipple, Squeeze This is another one. And Hey Whippy, Squeeze This, I think it is. And then Junior, which is a copywriting book, are the three that I would say.
That's 3 I got out of you. That's fantastic. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
And thanks for being our guest today on Simplify TV, Stefan.
No problem. Thank you, David.
And thank you guys for watching. I'm David McBee. Be awesome, and we'll see you next time.